next, the Magic taking on the Spurs. For Orlando, they know each game presents a test of physical endurance, of mental focus, and their ability to match up against any style of play. And that challenge is right ahead. Spurs, Magic, up next, right after this. Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Wait to get some NBA action going. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg with David Aldridge on our sideline. A look at the starting group for the Magic. Sliding in at the wing, we'll see Caldwell Pope and Wagner. Underneath, in the post, it's Banchero and Carter Jr. And it's Suggs in at the point guard position. And for San Antonio, Zohan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembanyama playing the 5. Outside, the wings are Vassell and Barnes. And it's Paul in at the point guard. And you think about the future of this great league, certainly, Greg, some terrific young talent on display here tonight.
Yeah, and Kevin, who's got next? I mean, some gifted players here answering in the affirmative.
Zohan with the ball. He's covered by Banchero.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
So, Greg, the Spurs last year began 15-56, but it was the ending that they're really hanging their head on. They won 7 of their last 11 games.
And over that closing stretch, Wemby averaged 27 points, 13 rebounds, 7 assists, and 5 blocks. A small glimpse into the potential of this young superstar.
And so Zohan nails both of them. And Greg, the way Orlando ended last season, that's really fueled their fire for this year.
Yeah, I mean, a tough loss to Cleveland in Game 7 of the opening round. But it's hard to win in this league without first incurring some battle scars. And it seems like a Banchero screen is like running into a brick wall.
Clark, I know you'd agree, Paolo Banchero has certainly lived up to the hype, being a #1 overall pick.
Yeah, you know, I loved him when he was in college. Loved his size, his athleticism, his IQ, his tenacity. I mean, I don't think there's anything on the floor that he can't do.
That free throw, good from Banchero. From Rookie of the Year in 2023 to an All-Star Greg in 2024, Paolo Banchero.
And Kevin, that really says it all, doesn't it? Few players hit the ground running like Banchero has, becoming an elite competitor people fear almost instantly.
Boy, you got to respect the long-range accuracy of Barnes now. When he gets a little daylight, he's dangerous from the perimeter.
Banchero is screen on Paul. Here's Suggs. Rebounded by Victor Wembanyama. It's Vassell on the wing. To the paint, here's Wembanyama. Buries it down low.
And few defenders to ever play in this league have the ability to slow Wembanyama inside.
Suggs dishes to Carter. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Banchero is screened for Caldwell Pope. Suggs with the ball. 6 to shoot. Caldwell Pope with the screen on Paul. And it's Suggs missing. We've seen a quick start here for the Spurs. It's a 3-point game. Here's Zohan. And it's Orlando with the rebound.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
Pass to Banchero. There's Wagner with the 3. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
The coaching staff encouraging Wagner to take these quick hitting shots. They think it helps his confidence moving forward.
Barnes passes to Zohan. Ball outside. Back to Zohan. Fires the 3. And it's Wagner with the rebound.
Well, I think that was clearly a force. He was a little anxious. Too much in a hurry right there.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Wagner against Barnes. Wembanyama sets a screen for Vassell. They get it again. Wembanyama with the bucket.
You have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on it.
Suggs kicks to Banchero. Carter sets the pick for Banchero. And then Carter with the jam.
I'll tell you what, his vertical is awesome, off the charts. A short center who still makes his presence felt.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy.
Now on the court is your
San Antonio's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Wembanyama passes to Vassell. Wembanyama, a screen on Caldwell Pope. No problems knocking that one down.
And what do you expect from Vassell? He's an accurate shooter from the perimeter.
Wagner kicks to Carter. Pass to Suggs. Orlando moving the ball around. Now Banchero. Over Sohan. Banchero, that's good.
Oh, good to see that Banchero has options if he can't penetrate. Your game has to be multifaceted in the league.
Here's Sohan. He's covered by Banchero. Offensive rebound. The shot's good from Paul.
It's never easy trying to keep him off the glass. He's an absolute beast down there.
Carter outside. Pass to Banchero. Three-pointer. Wembanyama with the rebound.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Barnes passes to Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Wembanyama is a specimen going at the rim there with a purpose.
Suggs with the ball. Caldwell Pope outside. Banchero a screen on Vassell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Spurs leading by 5. Barnes looking around. Vassell outside. Wembanyama sets a screen for Vassell. That's good from Wembanyama on the assist by Vassell.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
Here's Suggs. Hasn't made one yet. Banchero a screen on Paul. Here's Suggs. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Boy, Jalen Suggs just playing right through contact. I love his energy and aggressiveness there.
In a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for San Antonio.
Their chemistry. That's what really stood out so far in this one to me. Look at the number of assists they've been able to rack up so far.
You also have to admire how they've challenged the defense inside, getting a lot of points in the paint.
A free throw drops for Suggs. You know, Greg, with the combination of Wembanyama and Coach Greg Popovich, the Spurs should be a great defensive team.
Yeah, it's hard with a young roster because all 5 guys have to work in unison And often someone's going to make a mistake.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. Spurs leading by 4. Ball outside. Wembanyama down low. Defended by Carter. Wembanyama no good. It's Caldwell Pope with the drive. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Hey, now watch out when Caldwell Pope is on the attack. He penetrates inside fast.
Ball against Suggs. On the wing, Johnson. Pass to Sohan. Wembanyama, a screen on Banchero. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Orlando, they've gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. Caldwell Pope finds Suggs. Back to Caldwell Pope. Pocket 6. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. And so it's Vassell who brings up the ball for the Spurs. It's good. And the Spurs lead by 4.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Now, here's Banchero. And it falls over the rim and in. Banchero's got 5 now.
A bit of a lost start, the mid-range jumper, but nice to see Banchero knock it down. Way to go, Paolo.
Vassell kicks to Johnson. Paul against Suggs. Wembanyama sets a screen for Paul. Misses the 3. Orlando, they've gone 7 of 13, just over 50% from the floor. Some good looks. And then Carter with the dunk.
No margin for error that time. Big time slam from big man Carter Jr.
Suggs against Paul. Shoots. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Hey guys, this is going to be fun now. I mean, we've got ourselves a shootout on tap here.
Now, here's Banchero. 5 points in the game. There's the lob to Carter. And stolen by Wembanyama. 3 on 3. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
The Spurs shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. A different look now for San Antonio. Branham's checked in, and Trey Jones subbed in for Paul. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Wagner's checked in for Wendell Carter. Jonathan Isaac comes in for Banchero. Harris is checked in for Kentavious Caldwell Pope. And Anthony subbed in for Jalen Suggs. And so Sohan nails both of them. The Magic trail by 4. Pass to Anthony. Wagner as screen on Jones. Bounce pass Anthony. And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. The Magic have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
And it's something they know that if they improve, can really have a big impact on their success.
That's good from Wagner. Collins checked in for the Spurs. That one is no good. San Antonio leading by 3 to the inside. It's deflected and stolen by Harris. Isaac against Jones. Isaac kicks to Anthony. Pass to Wagner. Now Harris. Now Isaac. Defended by Jones. Shot clock at 5. Out to Anthony. Wagner with a screen for Anthony. Knocks down the 3-ball.
Clever call by Anthony there, using the pick and roll to create an opening.
San Antonio's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from 3-point range so far in the first. Wembanyama, a screen on Anthony. Pass to Wembanyama. Here's Branham. Jones with it, covered by Anthony. From downtown, drills it from outside. And the Spurs lead by 3.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Wagner outside. And here is Anthony. Puts up a 3 and finished off by Wagner.
More than capable of running point. Anthony, a gifted passer, really has good vision.
And Clark, Cole Anthony is some kind of scorer when he gets hot.
Yeah, he's really special when he gets it going. He can beat you by himself. That's how good he is. He's a little mercurial, up and down, volatile a bit. But I tell you what, I like what he gives you when he's playing at his best. Tell you what, that is a missed opportunity from mid-range for sure. With as little defense as was shown, should have made that one.
Down low, here's Wagner. And no good, had a chance to take the lead there. San Antonio leading. Jones, the pass to Johnson. Isaac against Wembanyama. Makes a big high bounce and goes in. 10 points for Victor Wembanyama.
Showing he's more than just an interior threat. Wembanyama also possesses that reliable jump shot.
Anthony finds Wagner. And now here's Johnson, the fast break chance. And they pick up 2. Now it's a 5-point San Antonio lead.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
Pass to Wagner. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Wagner's got 8.
Wagner will battle you inside now. He's not afraid to embrace and even initiate contact.
Jones, the pass to Branham. 30 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Kicks it out to Johnson. Shoots over Isaac. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. 6 points for him.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so 1 free throw coming up.
Wagner able to get the shot to go through contact and the and one on tap. Great determination that time.
Wagner, no good on the free throw.
No denying, the future is certainly bright for Wagner. He's a superb scorer already who also is growing as a passer.
Isaac with the steal. And so it's Victor Wembanyama making things happen for the San Antonio Spurs. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We come back right after this. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And guys, what's your take on the Spurs so far?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And, you know, their rebounding advantage has been glaring, simply outworking them on the boards for that entire first quarter.
So it's Orlando now. They trail by 3. The guard pair are Jones and Vassell. Harrison Barnes is out there with Johnson. And it's Collins in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's who San Antonio starts the second with. San Antonio's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. And stolen by Wagner. Here's Isaac. No good on that one. Good D by Barnes. Vassell, the pass to Collins. Jones against Anthony. Pass to Barnes. Spurs passing it around. 3 on the clock. Collins, a screen on Anthony. Jones from outside. And it's Harris with the ball for the Orlando Magic. It's a 3-point game. Isaac outside. Inside. Here's Banchero. And finished off by Banchero.
When Banchero gets in tight, that's how he likes to finish. No layups for this big guy. He's all about the finish.
Now here's Vassell. Collins. And finished off by Collins.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
With the rise of positionless basketball, Clark, this has to be the most difficult era to be a center.
I would not disagree with that, quite honestly. I mean, they're asked to do a lot. I mean, if they're not elite rim runners as centers and shot blockers, they've got to be able to shoot and shoot from the perimeter, not just in the low post. And they still have to be able to finish around the basket. I think the biggest thing is they have to cover more ground defensively because how the game is played offensively with a lot of movement and pick and roll.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, last season the Magic extended Coach Jamal Mosley's contract through 2028. He said, it's not about me. I just want each one of these guys to reach their full potential. This game has been good to all of us. I want to be part of maximizing how great they can be on and off the court. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. Here's Anthony. After the basket by San Antonio. Out to Harris. Wide open shot is on the money. Harris has got his first basket.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. He wants to check in with his team and regroup.
All right, fans, it's dance time. Get ready to dance like everyone wants. Give yourself a round of applause.
3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Outside Collins. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Collins has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, it's such a sweet three-point stroke there. And it can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter.
You make your teammates better by giving them good passes. That one was perfect.
San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Jones, the pass to Collins. With the floater, fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop
San Antonio shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. San Antonio making a switch here. Branham's checked in. Then for the Magic. Carter, he's checked in for Isaac. And it's Suggs in for Gary Harris.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Banchero outside. Good for another basket for him. Number 4 today. He's 4 of 8.
And the paint is where you love to watch Banchero work. Well, with his size and athleticism, he can attack so effectively inside.
Now here's Vassell. Off target from three-point range. Suggs up top, defended by Jones. Suggs against Jones. Pass to Banchero. Shot clock at 6. He gets that one. Banchero's got 6 points in the quarter.
Banchero does a great job of just staying on balance when attacking off the bounce. And he just punishes the D for falling asleep at the wheel.
A little disorganized that time, and the result 2 points in the loudest way possible.
Guys, there has to be better rim protection than that, though. Not very good.
Now here's Anthony. He's got 5. It's deflected. Johnson surveying the floor. Jones finds Vassell. That's in, coming off an assist from Jones. Jones has got his 4th assist in this one. The Magic trail by 6. Banchero, a screen for Suggs. Pass to Wagner. Outside Anthony. They set the pick. Pulls up. High post. Rebounded by the Spurs.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position. You could see the frustration on his face.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Jeremy Sohan's checked in for San Antonio. Castle comes in for Jones. Then for the Magic. Franz Wagner's checked in for Mo Wagner. And it's Caldwell Pope in for Anthony. San Antonio leading by 6. Here's Castle. Pass to Collins. Vassell with it. Collins a screen on Carter. Vassell outside. From deep. That's another miss. Number 4. He's 2 for 6 shooting. And Wagner's got the ball here for the Orlando Magic. Banchero looking around. Here's Carter, and then Carter with the jam.
Oh, you got to feel for a guy getting dunked on like that. I mean, he's got no shot to stop that unless maybe he can pick up another foot somewhere.
GA, when you look at the development of Franz Wagner, what now is the next step for him?
Kevin, for me, it's the three-point shooting, specifically becoming more efficient out there. And I also think he's going to have to become a better passer, ball mover. I got total confidence he'll get there because the rest of his game is complete.
You know, when Carter Jr. is hitting this, it opens up everything else. Love seeing him get going from there.
Spurs passing it around. Carter against Collins. Pass to Castle. To answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Now Suggs. Now Carter. And here's Wagner, covered by Vassell. Rob. To the middle, and the Spurs pushing it up now. Bucket is good. Sohan's got 8.
Well, so often we see this transition buckets off turnover.
And we know turnovers are painful and costly. You get loose with the ball on one end and get punished on the other end.
Nice work by Banchero, making himself available for the alley-oop pass. He's developing great court awareness.
Now, here's Vassell. He's got 6. Sohan inside. Banchero's there. Here's Vassell, and the Spurs scoring again.
And that high release point really helps Vassell in that mid-range area.
Wagner against Vassell. Banchero a screen on Vassell. There's Wagner with the 3. Banchero kicks to Caldwell Pope. Banchero a screen for Caldwell Pope. Suggs in the corner. Launches a 3. Rebound San Antonio. Collins has got his 5th rebound in this one. A chance here to get a quick injury report. Now let's check in with David Aldridge to see how Keldon Johnson's doing. David.
Hi, guys. The head athletic trainer for the Spurs gave us some info. He said it looks like he bruised his tailbone on that play.
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
And, you know, for him, just watching his teammates unable to contribute, that's really a helpless feeling.
That one drops. He ties it up. And Clark, we're looking at Franz Wagner here. What makes him so effective?
Well, his size and mobility, a rare combination, and how good he is instinctively at the defensive end of the floor. I mean, he can get out and get in a stance and guard guards, and he also can bang inside with big physical guys, and he's very fluid in his motion, great agility. Love watching that young fella play. Yeah, you got to be careful how you defend Caldwell Pope because he's got great speed and he knows how to use it to draw contact.
Now the free throw is good, now leading by 1. Throughout his career, Clark, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope has proven himself to be a quality player.
He certainly has, and I love the way he plays. He's locked in all the time at both ends. Really not only understands his role, Kevin, but embraces it. He's out there to space the floor with his shooting and then provide a lot of energy and versatility on defense.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Wagner against Barnes. Going inside. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Even when you try to contain Barnes on the drive, he'll either run through you or he can slither around you. Excellent mobility.
Caldwell Pope kicks to Suggs. Pass to Wagner. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Ball finds Johnson. Call a screen on Wagner. Wagner against Johnson. Wembanyama, a screen on Wagner. Wembanyama outside. Oh, Wembanyama spacing the floor.
And I like when Wembanyama is aggressive on offense because defenses feel helpless to stop him.
Suggs passes to Wagner. Carter outside and stolen by Wembanyama. To the paint. Kicks it out to Paul. There's 1:38 left in the second quarter. 6 on the shot clock. A 3 from Barnes. Carter pulls it in. Carter's got his 5th rebound in this one. Carter sets the pick for Caldwell Pope. And then Carter with the dunk.
Just a real solid understanding of how to exploit the defense. Carter Jr. impressive at positioning himself in these situations.
Paul passes to Vassell. Pass to Wembanyama. Drills the three-pointer. Wembanyama's got 6 points in the quarter. A lot of give and take between these sides early.
And both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good.
Carter finds Caldwell Pope. Wagner outside. Carter with it. And he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
This is where Carter Jr. is most comfortable, in my opinion. Feels like he can score at will from there.
Paul passes to Wembanyama. Spurs working the ball around now. Back to Vassell. The jump hook. Wembanyama, no good. Orlando's gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Wagner against Johnson. Carter with a screen on Johnson. There's Wagner with the three. That shot misses. Tie game in San Antonio. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
60.
Thanks very much. Here with Greg Popovich. Pop, in a close game, what makes the difference in the second half?
Lots of things, you know. It's a game of mistakes. It's a game of playing well. Who knows?
Always love your philosophy, Coach. Thanks for your time. Back to you guys.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. We're seeing a tremendous game from Victor Wembanyama.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
Well, I thought it was a great defensive performance for him so far. He's aware, he's alive, he's alert, quick to react to everything that's going on around him. Can't do it much better than that.
So on the floor for Orlando. Underneath, in the post, it's Banchero and Carter Jr. In the backcourt form, it'll be Suggs and Caldwell Pope. And it's Wagner in at the 3 spot. Suggs against Paul. Caldwell Pope outside. Wagner wide open. Hits it from 3-point range. Wagner's got 15 points.
Hunting for that shot. Wagner wants to eat.
And here is Paul. Barnes outside. Wembanyama sets a screen for Barnes. Outside for Wembanyama. Suggs against Paul. Banchero grabs the board. Banchero's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Caldwell Pope pass to Banchero. Caldwell Pope finds Banchero. Good for his 8th field goal. He's attempted a dozen shots.
A promising sign of things to come with Banchero. Clearly somebody you've got to be excited about.
Paul passes to Barnes. Back to Paul. Line pass, Vassell. Stolen by Carter. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, Franz Wagner grew up in Germany, but he says one of the reasons that I went to college in the U.S. was to learn a different mentality. The game is played more competitively, and talking trash is welcome. I had it in me deep down, but that brought it out more. And that combination of styles has helped him to this day. Kevin?
Great stuff, D.A. Thanks.
Oh, great decision there. Get it to Wembanyama and let Victor finish as the roller.
Suggs kicks to Caldwell Pope. Back to Suggs. Paul with the steal. Driving in, and it's Vassell in the corner. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Vassell's got the game tied up here for the Spurs. Here's Suggs. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Pass to Carter. Inside, not loose. Here's Banchero. Wembanyama with the rebound. And so it's Vassell who brings up the ball for San Antonio. And here we go with the Magic fast break.
And with the leaping ability that Caldwell Pope possesses, he knows when to bounce to the rack and throw it down.
The Spurs have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Soham, the pass to Wembanyama. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
His performance today has just been so important. What a luxury to have a guy that's that dependent.
Now, here's Wagner. 17 points in the game. Here's Banchero. Rebounded by the Spurs. Wembanyama's got his 6th rebound on the night. Barnes dishes the ball. Pass to Vassell. Back to Paul. Clock at 6. For the lead. Rebound by the Magic. Caldwell Pope with it. Out guarded by Wembanyama. Suggs looking around. Back to Caldwell Pope. Here's the 3. It's the three-point bomb. Caldwell Pope's got 9 points.
And the three-pointer, a big part of KCP's game. About half his shots come from out there.
Back to Paul. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Orlando leading by 3. Wagner finds Carter. Now, here's Suggs. Back to Carter. Lucky 7 drops in. He's perfect from the floor. 7 for 7.
Carter Jr. has the talent to take over games, showing you how dangerous he can be right now.
And like a number of centers in today's NBA, Wendell Carter Jr. continues, Clark, to hone his three-point shooting.
Boy, I tell you what, Kevin, it's almost mandatory necessary for big guys nowadays to be able to knock down not only the mid-range jumper, but the three-point shot. Give credit to Carter Jr. for seeing this growing trend and then working to put it into his toolkit.
And it's Banchero missing.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
And that one's good, Barnes.
Can't allow Barnes that kind of good position in the post because once he has it, it's dinner time.
Bounce pass Suggs. No one near Banchero as he lets it go. Good on the three-point shot. Banchero's got the lead up to 6 now for the Magic. Barnes outside. Paul with the screen for Barnes. Back to Paul. Pass to Wembanyama. And out of bounds as the Magic will gain possession. A different look now for San Antonio. Branham's checked in, and Jones subbed in for Chris Paul. And a switcher also for Orlando. Anthony's checked in. Orlando leading by 6. Now, here's Suggs. Defended by Jones. Carter against Wembanyama. Carter right side. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Suggs. Offline with his 3. Spurs have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field.
And, you know, the defense to me looked like they were okay to let him prove he could make that shot.
Now here's Anthony. To the inside. Wagner outside. The Magic again can't hit. Spurs trail by 6. Outside, Jones. Pass to Sohan. Wembanyama, a screen on Banchero. And stolen by Wagner. And up the court come the Magic on the break. The 3 from Anthony. Rebound by Sohan. San Antonio's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Down low. Now Jones. Back to Sohan. Jones with the screen on Banchero. Here's Sohan. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Magic leading by 6. Outside Anthony. Carter sets the pick for Anthony. Pass to Carter. Now, here's Suggs. Driving to the basket. Can't cash in from close range. The Spurs shooting it well here in the third, about 50%. Jones, the pass to Sohan. Here's Wembanyama. Up and in from the low block. And it's now 22 points for Victor Wembanyama. Suggs dishes to Carter. Back to Suggs. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Suggs has got the lead back up to 6 now for the Magic. Spurs have gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. Branham, the pass to Sohan. Barnes outside. Off target with his 3. And here's Banchero. He'll bring it up for the Orlando Magic inside. And then Carter with the jam.
Love when Wagner looks to set his guys up. This kid's a versatile swingman.
So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Simply put, out of control is how they played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline.
Wendell Carter Jr. First personal foul.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Magic?
They've been playing some really physical offense, just attacking the paint as much as possible. And I tell you what, they have been very successful with that strategy.
You know, another thing that stands out to me is their passing in this game. I mean, they've done a tremendous job sharing the ball and setting each other up for success.
He's off on the first.
A generational talent. For Wembanyama, the sky is the limit and the reality.
A different look now for San Antonio. Collins checked in for Jeremy Sohan. And Keldon Johnson subbed in for Harrison Barnes. Then for the Magic, Wagner's checked in for Wendell Carter. Jonathan Isaac comes in for Paolo Banchero. And Harris subbed in for Jalen Suggs. Magic leading by 7. Harris kicks to Anthony. Wagner as screen on Jones. Anthony, the pass to Wagner. Harris inside the line. Got a piece of it. And they're pushing it up. Here's Branham. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. It's on Franz Wagner.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
And And that one misses. Orlando's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3.
Hard not to love the combo of speed and length on Isaac. I mean, that gives him a chance to give you some serious throwdowns.
Here's Branham. Here's Collins. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Collins has got 12.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Anthony up on top. Shot from 12. Wembanyama with the rebound. Wembanyama has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Now here's Jones. 5 points in the game. Wagner against Wembanyama. 5 on the clock. He's feeling it. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Now it's just a 3-point Magic lead.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
And finished off by Wagner.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
And going old school on him, Johnson with the mid-range, a rarity in today's NBA.
Wagner against Johnson. Lets it go with a 3. Rebound, San Antonio. Collins has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. To the inside, Wembanyama. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Jonathan Isaac.
Maybe the most hyped teenager since LeBron James. Wembanyama is the poster child for upside.
And this is his 2nd trip to the line in the game. The first one falls. Vassell, he's checked in for Johnson. He hits both from the stripe. 32 seconds left in the third. Wagner has screen on Vassell. And Wagner drives in. That counts. He's put up 13 shots, and he's had 8 of those go in.
Wagner's teammates encourage him to attack the rim. They love to see him be aggressive. Given these results, you can understand why that's the case.
Jones against Anthony. To the paint. Isaac with the steal. To the middle. And finished off by Wagner.
Yeah, big time height advantage there. And he does not mess around. Good recognition to take it right at it.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Magic lead by 5. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the 4th quarter. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. Spurs trail by 5. They've got Collins. Evan Vassell out there with Keldon Johnson. Then it's Jones. And it's Branham in at the 2 guard. That's the San Antonio 5. Now here's Johnson. Inside. Here's Collins. 6 to shoot. Out of bounds. Orlando takes possession. The Spurs making a switch here. Amu Kelishvili is checked in.
Sandro Kelishvili.
Magic leading by 5. Banchero with the ball. Isaac outside. Pass to Anthony. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. And the Magic lead by 7. Vassell outside. Here's Mamu Kelishvili. He's covered by Isaac. Vassell against Harris. Vassell, no good. Magic shooting the ball really well in this game, 58%. Down low, Wagner passes to Anthony. Pass to Banchero. With the fadeaway. The shot comes out. Spurs trail by 7. A baseline J. Vassell, no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
Now, here's Vassell. There's the triple. And it's Wagner with the rebound. Magic leading by 9. Here's Anthony. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. Anthony's got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, you know, Anthony has this in his bag. He's practiced these mid-range looks. You can tell.
Pass to Branham. Banchero against Johnson. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Now here's Anthony. Wagner from long range. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Wagner's got the lead up to 14 now for the Magic. Spurs have gotten off to a rough start in the fourth quarter, going 0 for 4 so far. Pass to Mamu Kelishvili. Here's Johnson. He's covered by Banchero. Johnson against Banchero. Off the mark, and the drought continues. Magic leading by 14. Harris finds Anthony. Wagner with a screen for Anthony. And it's Anthony with the jam.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Here's Branham. Over Anthony. And it's good off the back of the rim and in.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Wagner a screen on Johnson. Banchero inside, covered by Johnson. And it's Banchero missing. Spurs trail by 14. Here's Branham. Banked in off the glass.
And you know what? One of the few bright spots in this game for them today. He's kept his edge even though they've been trailing.
Anthony taking his time here. Wagner with a screen for Banchero. To the paint. That's good from Wagner on the assist from Banchero.
Always a threat to score. Banchero, that time with a sweet find.
Here's Branham, covered by Anthony. Collins a screen on Banchero. Kicks it out to Collins. Pass to Mamu Kelishvili. Puts it up from 15. Orlando grabs the miss.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Outside Anthony. Isaac passes to Banchero. Rebound by Johnson.
Not sure if he just ran out of gas or what. He's been awful ever since the second half started. Not even been a factor.
Here's Vassell. Outside Collins. Johnson for 3. He misses it. He's 4 for 7 from the floor. Here's Orlando now. They're on a 13-4 run right now. To the inside. Wagner kicks to Isaac. There's the three. Buries it from three-point range. Banchero's got 24.
And he's got a nice fluid motion on his long-range shots. I think Banchero will be a consistent three-point shooter at the NBA level.
Now, here's Vassell. There's the screen. Over Harris. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Magic leading by 17. Banchero left side. Lays it up and banks it in. And it's now 26 points for Paolo Banchero.
Oh, the defense puts contact on Banchero inside, but he just bullies right through it.
Outside Collins. And Vassell now atop the key. Johnson outside. The tray. Rebounded by Isaac. Isaac's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Anthony. Here's Wagner for the 3. And it's Mamukelashvili with the rebound. Here's Branham. He's covered by Banchero. Up top, Vassell, covered by Anthony. The shot's good.
No, not shy about bringing it inside. Vassell is comfortable around the hoop.
And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now.
Get loud, fans. On the court is your high squad. Who wants a team?
So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Carter, he's checked in for Mo Wagner. Wagner comes in for Isaac. Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for Gary Harris. And Jalen Suggs is subbed in for Anthony. So it's Orlando now. So far in the 4th quarter, they've allowed just 6 points to the wing right side. Banchero passes to Carter. And now in transition, it's Barnes. Here we go. That drops. Nice feed that time from Wembanyama.
One thing you don't want to let Barnes do is get comfortable in the open floor. I mean, he's outstanding at running past the opposition in transition.
Now, here's Wagner. Carter up top. Caldwell Pope outside. Carter with a screen on Vassell. Another miss by Orlando.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Paul passes to Sohan. Wembanyama sets a screen for Vassell. And it's Suggs with the rebound. Magic leading by 15. Pass to Banchero. Caldwell Pope outside. Carter sets the pick for Caldwell Pope. And the shot is good.
Can't allow any separation off the screen. Caldwell Pope, very good at taking advantage of any space he gives.
And Wembanyama throws it down.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision, excellent.
Orlando's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Back to Suggs. And Suggs throws it down.
Get up, Jalen Suggs. This guy also a terrific football player in high school.
Ball against Suggs. Paul outside. Barnes outside. Shoots over Wagner. That's good from Barnes on the assist by Paul. Paul's got 3 assists now in this one. Magic leading by 15. Wagner passes to Carter. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Banchero with the ball. Suggs kicks to Banchero. Inside, here's Wagner. And finished off by Wagner.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Sohan with the ball. He's covered by Banchero. Sohan, the pass to Barnes. And Barnes gets double-teamed. Here's Sohan. He's covered by Banchero. Well, Orlando shooting indicative of smooth offensive play, up at 60%. They're a machine from the floor. Now, here's Wagner. Caldwell Pope outside. Banchero is screened for Caldwell Pope. It's 3-pointers off the mark. Spurs trail by 17.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Orlando.
This was a physical game.
Yeah, I mean, they were aware of the rotations defensively and were able to attack the rim.
And you know, guys, what a nice performance it was for Paolo Banchero.
Every inch of the floor was his tonight as he came out and injected an energy into every play.
Now, here's Caldwell Pope. The shake. And the rejection by Wembanyama.
Substitution on the court.
Orlando dictating the flow. Now Harris. Pass to Isaac. Now Harris. There's a screen. Just 5 to shoot. The rebound by the Spurs. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan.